Hi everyone, yasas que kalosirtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. So today we're on another day of using our chuck roast beef that we made at the beginning of the week, or maybe you made it a month ago and you're taking it out of your freezer because this lasts long and it tastes delicious. Today we're going to be making beautiful stuffed peppers using the roast beef that's tender and flavorful. We're also going to be filling them with rice and herbs, and it just comes together in under an hour. So it's perfect for a busy weeknight. It's healthy, delicious, and so filling. Your family is going to love this one. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin by making the sauce for the stuffed peppers. And that begins with an onion that I finely chopped. It's going to go into the saucepan with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll cook it until the onions are nice and soft for about 10 minutes or so, or maybe a little bit less. Then I have 3 garlic cloves that are grated. Those are going to go in, and we're just going to warm these through for 30 seconds just until they're fragrant. Then I'll add a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, a little bit of salt, pepper, a teaspoon of dried oregano, some crushed red pepper flakes for heat. Mix this all up and you can simmer it for a few minutes, just like 3 or 4 minutes or so, up to 5. Take that off of the heat. I've already cooked some white rice and I did it in my rice cooker earlier. You can do this the night before too and use leftover rice for this. We're gonna need about 2 cups of rice. You have to make sure that it's pre-cooked, otherwise it's going to take much longer in the oven. That's going to go in a big bowl, and then I'll shred some of my leftover roast beef, around the same amount of beef as there is rice. So shred about 2 cups of the roast beef in here, and you don't have to warm it up or anything. It just goes straight in. I finally chopped lots of fresh parsley. That's going to go in, about 1/4 cup of it. I also finally chopped some dill, about a tablespoon or so will go in here. Fresh dill is good. If you have dry dill, all you need is a teaspoon of it. Then we'll add that tomato and onion sauce that we made. That's going to go in. It's going to moisten everything up. Mix everything all together, and then you can taste it to see if it needs more salt or pepper or any more seasoning. Mine needs a little bit more salt and pepper, so I'll add it at this point. And that's it. It's ready to go into the peppers. So you're going to need about 6 peppers for this. I only have 5, so I'll just fill them up really generously. Slice off the tops of the peppers very carefully and then take out the seeds. We'll fill the peppers all the way up to the top with that hearty filling. And then you can put the lids on top, drizzle a little bit of olive oil, and then you can add a little bit of chicken broth or water just to the bottom of the pan so it can keep everything nice and moist. All you need is about 1/2 cup of it. I like to cover it with some parchment paper and then with aluminum foil. My oven is preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. These are going to bake in there covered for 30 minutes, and then I'll uncover them and let them bake for another 15-20 minutes. For the final 4 or 5 minutes, I turned on the broiler. Keep a close eye on it because mine did catch in a few spots and they turned really charred. That adds lots of flavor if you just make sure that they don't burn. Once they come out of the oven, let them rest for a little bit, and then they'll be ready to serve. I love to serve these with some feta cheese and olives. You can make a nice salad, and dinner is ready. And there you have it, another way to turn roast into a delicious and a brand new weeknight dinner. You have those tender, sweet tomatoes that are roasted and filled with the rice and herbs and the delicious beef in there. You can top these off with some feta cheese or serve feta cheese on the side and some olives. Make a nice green salad and dinner is ready to go. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. You can print it out on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yasas.